Hey horse lovers, welcome back to Free Spirit Equestrian. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you some of Lumiere's training progress. So he's been here for about 7 months now, and he is doing so well. We are gonna groom really quick, tack up, and go for a ride. I'm super excited to spend some time with him and to show you. So let's go ahead and go to the hitching post. You ready, buddy? So like I said, he's been here for about 7 months now, and he is settling in quite well. I'm very happy with our recent progress. I've been riding him every day. And for those of you who do not know, Lumiere is registered as a North American Destrier horse, but he is 3/4 Gypsy, 1/8 Frisian, and 1/8 Clydesdale, that means. And he is a buckskin in color. He's about 16 hands high, and he's actually gained some nice muscle. I like how right now he looks fit and he looks muscled, but he doesn't look obese, he doesn't look thin. He's been doing awesome, and he's been getting along with the herd really well, and he's got a beautiful mane. So we just took his braids out, and we're just gonna do a super quick groom and go ahead and tack up. Hopefully you're a really good boy, because we've been having some awesome rides. But as you know, with horses, every day can be different. So I'm like, please, fingers crossed that we have a good ride so you guys can really see his progress. But at the end of the day, I know he's doing good. His canter's improving. We've been doing pole work. So we'll talk more about that, but let's go ahead and get started.
Good boy, you've been such a sweetheart. I know, buddy.
He used to hate the fly spray. He's way better about it now. So I kind of give him a warning spray. Good boy. Before, if I would have done that, he would have flinched and like stepped to the side.
What do you think?
What do you think, Lumi? Are you ready for this?
Good boy, look at you. Good job, Lumi. Good boy.
He used to get nervous when you would put the saddle pad on. He'd flinch and kind of step to the side, like he would go like this. I have no idea what that was from. It was from the very start, and once in a while he'll still do it, but he's way better now.
Yes, you are. He's way better. He's way better. There you go. Nice job. Nice.
Gotta pay our treat tax. There's little braids in the front. All right, I'm gonna put your girth on. So I'm using a crescent girth on him. So we have our ECP saddle pad. This is just it is a Arma anatomic crescent girth. So the crescent is the shape. And then sorry, it's so dirty, but I'm riding in our Wintec Cobb saddle. So he goes in a wide to extra wide. So this has the extra wide in it, like the gullet, but I do have some shimming up in the front just because this saddle does work on some other horses too. Actually, just one other horse. So yeah. But it's been good. He's not actually hard to fit at all. It was Mushu that was tough. Okay, so we're in the outdoor arena, and we're honestly just gonna hand walk a little bit. So I will lunge him about 80% of the time before our rides, but we have been riding very consistently and having some really good workouts. So today we're just gonna hand walk, and I'm gonna hop on. So the goal is to do some flat work, walk, trot, and then we'll do some canter and some pulls. Okay, and then maybe something else at the end. It's really just gonna depend on how he rides today. So we'll leave that up to Lumiere. Now, it's been actually really dry, so if it's dusty, I'm sorry. We'll try to get the best film possible. We doing our walk warm up. You gonna be good boy. Oh, I didn't say his age. So Lumiere is also 7 years old. He used to be a stallion up until, I think it was October. So yeah, he didn't have a ton of training when he came here. Of course, he was started under saddle. And I mean, he had walk, trot, cantered and stuff, but he needed balance.
Yeah, there is one there. Good boy. He's such a good boy. Good job.
I purchased Lumiere back in December of 2023, around the end of December, and he was basically my amazing Christmas present. And I am so blessed to have him here at Free Spirit Equestrian, and he has truly come so far in the amount of time he's been here. He's so much more relaxed and he's doing well under saddle. And I'm going to be straightforward in telling you that there were a lot of things about Lumiere that were not disclosed to me when I purchased him, even though I had a lot of conversations with the owner and asked her specific questions. And I'm not saying that to, be catty or dramatic, but I'm telling you this in the sense of Lumiere has not necessarily had the easiest and the most consistent training. And he just has some things that we've had to work through. And I've talked a little bit about the fact that he did indeed learn how to collect, and he'd been thrown out with mares and essentially understood what it was like being a stallion, but he never actually could breed, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, there was just a lot more to his story than I've put out there, because I don't want to come across that way or be negative, because at the end of the day, I'm so thankful that he's here and he's teaching me a lot. I'm teaching him, and we have an incredible journey ahead of us. But I'm saying this in the sense of he wasn't a horse that I purchased where it was just like, oh my gosh, he's, fully trained and I just get to get on and woohoo, like we're so pretty, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? He's a dream horse, but he also has been through a lot. So I'm very happy that he's here and that we can continue our training together and that you're going to be able to see the process. So enough about that. I just wanted to put that out there. Let's go ahead and talk about more of our progress and training. When Lumiere first came here, I took it slow. I gave him time to settle in and just bond with him. We did a ton of groundwork and then I started riding him. But at first it was a lot more groundwork with some riding added in. And now we're at the point where we're of course still doing groundwork, and we always will, but now we're doing a lot more under saddle work. Initially, my goal with Lumiere was to get him more balanced and rhythmic, and he's definitely improving in that category. I hope you can see it. Now, unfortunately, his head carriage is a little higher than it has been lately because all the mares are right there and they are in heat. So he's just more excited and interested in looking at them. Of course, he's being very well behaved, and we've been working on that. Like when we go around the mares, I am now teaching him, you need to focus. You can't just call out to them and, get all excited and drop. I'm like, you need to focus. So he's been doing really great with that and a lot more calm and peaceful. We've also been working on trust and relaxation. So he would get really nervous in the back prior and just spook a little bit. I mean, nothing ever crazy. He would always come right back down. He's never exploded and absolutely lost it. Now, I think in the beginning with the wrong rider and the wrong, training and reactions, he could have got to that point, but he's not a horse that absolutely just loses his mind, thankfully, because he is pretty big and powerful. But he's just doing so much better overall, in the ring and in the corners and his response and his transition. So that makes me happy. Right now, I'm just doing some core exercises. So I'm doing sit, up, and just working on my rhythm. I also previously was doing some sitting trot and just different movement within the saddle just to get him used to that. And he was doing really great. I mean, he just seems to be so much more willing and responsive. And at the end of the day, he is such a sweet horse. He has a good nature. He just has to trust you. And he will give you so much if you just believe in him and give him the time, effort, and patience. Now we're gonna canter. So Lumiere really struggled with canter when he first came here. I mean, first off, I don't think he was balanced enough to truly be able to do it, and the transition into it was really rough. And even now, he still has to be encouraged to stay into it. It honestly is exhausting because obviously I'm not gonna like kick him and whip him and all this stuff, but I do have to put a little bit of calf on him and kiss and give him that forward energy. And it's funny because he's actually more whoa than go in terms of he's slower versus being fast. But at the same time, if you give too much, then he kind of like gets sensitive and kind of goes forward really quick. So you have to have this fine line of encouraging him forward, but also, you know, reining him back and staying balanced. So it's actually quite exhausting. It requires a lot of energy, but his canter is very smooth, beautiful, and it is so fun. He's really come a long way with his canter just compared to when he first came.
Good job, Loom. Good.
Yeah, no issue stopping.
Good. Oh, I know. He loves stuff. Sorry, I'm out of breath.
His canter's so fun, but because he's so big, it's like a dump truck. It's smooth, but you have to keep him forward, and he has like kind of that bigger stride and the bulky body. So equitation wise, like we're not perfect yet, but this is such a huge improvement. And yesterday his transitions into it were better. He didn't really do his jumping into it. He only did it once yesterday. So yeah, but honestly, that's getting better. And I've been riding him in like solo, like today, in small groups, large groups, like with everybody cantering and stuff to get him, your mane is nuts, to get him used to everything. God, this is crazy. But yeah, he's doing so good. All right, so now we're gonna work on some trot, and we're gonna do pulls, and maybe something else, depending how you feel. Okay, can you actually do a faster trot now that you're excited from canter? Let's go. Woohoo! Walk slow. Nice boy. Nice boy. Now we're going to do a little bit of pull work, and this just helps Lumiere to figure out where his feet are. It helps with proprioception and overall strength and balance. So this is a great exercise to do, and you can incorporate pull work within many different exercises. So this is just a very simple one today. Okay, horse lovers, so I'm gonna do something for the first time ever today with Lumiere. Nothing crazy, but we are finally going to try introducing him to bitless. So this is his bitless bridle, and obviously it's a draft size. So this is actually similar to our silver deluxe model, but it is larger. It's like extra oversized because he has a super big draft head. It's hard to tell, But yeah, so we're gonna just try it out and see how he does and just take it slow. Maybe do some trot for sure, some walk, and just step by step. I don't want to push it or anything. Our neighbor is doing some stuff in the back, so I'm probably just gonna ride him in the front of the ring just to build his confidence. So let's try that. I think you're sleepy. I think you're kind of sleepy. Okay, horse lovers, let's see how Lumiere responds to bitless riding. Fingers crossed it goes well, because you know I love bitless.
Oh, good job, buddy. Go, buddy.
He responded well to halting bitless, so I'm going to walk him around for a bit, and then we're going to go ahead and go into trot because I feel really comfortable and confident. He's doing great so far.
Got left. Oh, good job.
That was better.
Lumiere seems to respond very well to bitless. He seems to like it. I feel confident. I'm not nervous. He's doing really well. And I think this is a great step within our journey. You know, now we're finally able to go bitless. His canter is getting stronger. So this is where our progression lies. And then just his overall demeanor and how much more comfortable he is in general.
You did so good.
He did so well bitless. Like, he's responding great. The only thing, this was already a thing, but he gets stuck in his shoulder a lot in the bending. Part of that is due to his breed and shape, but then also just, you know, more training. That's going to take like a good 1 to 2 years to really get him supple, like if you are doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, to build that actual muscle and self-carriage. But like other than that, he's responding great. I tell him, whoa, whoa. He stops. No, you're not going to Kyle. And his transitions down are excellent. Transitions upward, actually they're pretty good from walk to trot, but getting him into the canter, still working on that. He's also a lot more confident. It's not that he's super spooky, but he could scare easily. He comes right back down, but with the wrong rider or the wrong set of hands, he could be a disaster. If you move the wrong way or do something dumb, like he's gonna let you know. He might not explode, but he's gonna let you know. But I do think with the wrong person on him, if they freaked out, he would continue freaking out. So he's not a hard horse, but that's why I'm taking my time with him, because there's these little things, these triggers that I want to work through as much as I can in a safe and comfortable environment before we go and do other things. Yeah, and he's totally trusting me more, which is awesome. I feel great about our bond and everything. Cool. But he hasn't just been like, he's been fun, and I'm not like nervous or scared of him or anything, but he's also not like 100% like, oh yeah, just like let's go for a ride and care about nothing. Like, you have to focus and think. And as you can see, he's more of a leg ride, a push ride. He's more on the lazy side. I don't even think that's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way he is, and it just requires the rider to respond to that energy. But then he'll go like really fast into his canter and trot. Like, he'll jump into things and then come back down, and then yeah.
But you've been so good. You've been so good. You have.
He's absolutely gorgeous and magnificent. It's pretty fun. Pretty lucky to have a beautiful boy like this, and you know, a horse that I can work on and continue developing. So you did good, Loom. I'm proud of you, boy. We'll just have to integrate more bitless riding as we go. Okay, time to get down. It's a big drop for me. Whee! Did you do good? Did you do good? Huh? Yes, you did. This bridle looks so good on you. It's the first time I put it on him. And actually I think it fits pretty well considering he has a big draft head. Now this is a prototype for a big draft horse bridle, so it says full on it, but actually the measurements are pretty good for draft. And like I said, I based it off our Silver Deluxe model, but I think I want to have like a true designated, like different model for draft horses. And I mean, there's some draft horses that have a way bigger head than him, but his is more towards the top, so that makes sense. Like Gaston would probably be here. This might not even fit Gaston. Lumiere, and he's a draft. You know, I mean, they're both technically draft crosses, but you get what I'm saying. Lumiere's here, so like a big draft, that would fit down there, a few holes. Huh. We gotta get you treats. I gotta get your treats. I left them at the mounting block. Kyle's gonna watch you unless you follow me. Come with your mom. You want a treat? You can stand up. He's like, yay! Good boy, Loom. Okay. What do you think? Are you a good boy? I think you're pretty good. So hopefully you see the progress. This wasn't our like best ride, but he still did pretty good. And the bitless, that was cool. You ate them all. You ate all of them. I gave you so many. I gave you so many. Yeah. I did. You're so tall. Got a bug on you. So in terms of our goals, like I said, we're going to continue working on that. I do want to get him on the trails in August or September. So that's our goal. Do some cross rails too this summer and fall. So basically foundation work, cross rails, trail ride. And then this winter, I want to work on Liberty. Of course, we're still going to ride and everything, but I really want to work on Liberty work. He likes Liberty. Some of the tricks he's okay with, some of them he just hates doing it and gets stressed out. So to me, I'm like, I'm not going to do something you don't like doing, right? Like it just doesn't make sense for me. Okay, we're back up at the barn. We're gonna untack. Also today, horse lovers, I am wearing my red roan lipstick and also my daisy lace riding top and my Floral Luxe riding pants. Look at the grip on those babies. Yeah, they're super comfortable and functional and they look really pretty. And like I said, Lumiere is wearing the Silver Deluxe bitless bridle model, but he's wearing the prototype for the big boy heads, okay? So we do already have draft sizes, but like I said, I wanted to make a model that specifically is dedicated to the big head boys or girls, whatever.
That better. Did it feel good? Get that saddle off. You did so much work. You did so much work.
Aren't you hot though? You gotta be a good boy. Oh, good boy. Good boy, I know. Okay, now he's gonna go roll. He's like, yeah, I am. All our hard work. Oh. You're such a
sugar baby. You did so good. You did so good. You did. You did. There you go, buddy.
Oh, you want to say hi instead of rolling? I don't got schnookers. I don't have snacks. You ate them all. He's like, oh, fine. Then I'll go roll if you don't have anything for me. Yep. They're angels. Look at him, Kyle. His belly itch. And farting. Lumi, you're crazy. What are you doing? Yeah, you're crazy. Good boy. Maine's nutso too. So I usually just leave it down for a couple days and then I'll rebraid it just to give it a break. And we did braid it on both sides for those of you who are concerned. We definitely do things on both sides. I'm so sweaty, excuse that. But anyways, well, horse lovers, if you like Free Spirit Equestrian, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything Free Spirit Equestrian or any updates, and we'll see you next time. Bye. You say bye?